Today, I want to share with you a project that we did with a growing e-commerce agency who needed to connect their work in Shopify with their accounting platform, FreeFinance. Before we worked with them, the accounting team, because it fell on the accounting team to do this, had to manually enter new orders on Shopify into the system. Each order required very detailed data entry, including customer information. So if they're a new customer, adding a customer, the email, the name, the details, product details, tax calculations, and payment tracking. So you can see where this was quite a manual process. And because there were so many different steps, there were many different things that could go wrong with the process. So not only was it time consuming putting the data in the first time, but it also meant that any errors that happened would then need to be corrected and rectified, which really adds up. They estimated that when we implemented this, they've grown since then, but when they implemented it, the finance team was spending about 15 to 20 hours a week on data entry. And so finance team, highly skilled, high salaries, high cost per hour. And so it was something that really needed to be automated to help them grow and free them up for more strategic finance tasks. So as I said, you've got the time putting it in, then you've got the time for the errors, which is realizing there's an error, finding the error, correcting the error, finding the new information, rectifying all the systems. And at that point, there was then a gap between Shopify and FreeFinance. There was also issues in reporting, delays in reporting because of invoice backlog. So they came to the end of the quarter. They wouldn't have accurate information for a couple of days afterwards as the backlog was processed, which resulted in making decisions that might not have full information. So what we did is we came in and together we identified that this was a real bottleneck. There are a number of different things that we've done with this business, but this was one that we wanted to sort out quite quickly. So we identified this to be an interesting process, a valuable process. So we mapped it out for them, allowed them to have real-time financial visibility, frees up the finance team for higher value tasks, creates a scalable solution that can handle growth. And so for all of this, we built an automation in Make. So let's take a look at what this looks like in practice. As you can see, it's a multi-branch, logic-based scenario. So if this happens, then that. As you can see, it starts over here with Shopify, where it's watching orders. So making sure when new orders come in, and that could be instantly or every hour, it looks at the information and it configures the Shopify mapping for the finalized invoice that will be sent out. It iterates and aggregates this information and goes through to this router. And with this router, it checks does that customer already exist in FreeFinance? The information that was taken from Shopify, does that exist? If it does not, it starts up here, it creates a customer. So it makes a customer profile for them. If something goes wrong, it emails the team member. It then will create a finalized invoice. If something goes wrong, emails the team member. And then finally, if for some reason it hasn't been paid in Shopify already, another email will go out. So with this company, they invoiced when or paid through Shopify, so it should be paid. However, sometimes they offer payment terms to specific clients, so this will get flagged for the finance team to follow up. If the customer already exists, same thing, but sends an email if there's an error. If it hasn't been paid, again, an email gets sent to the customer rep who then follows up. So with this process, we estimated it was 15 to 20 hours when we implemented it. The company has grown since then. You pulled out of some of this manual work and allowed them to grow. And so it's scalable, allows them to get where they need to go, and has really made a difference for their business.